Hey, Dave Goodnature here, lifelong local and a broker with Keller Williams here in Southern Oregon. I pull this market report every month, and instead of just giving you the highlights, I want to actually walk you through it, the whole thing. So you can see the real numbers for Josephine County, not just a headline, not spin, but what's actually happening. So this is the report that I pulled today, June 14th, 2026. Let's go through it together. Oh, and if you're thinking about a move to the Rogue Valley, this is exactly the kind of thing I'd send you before we ever even talk. Stick with me. This video is about 5 minutes long, and you'll know this market better than most people who already live here. All right, let's get to it. Past the cover page, the first real page of the report. Market type dial, and look at where the needle is. Sitting almost dead center, just barely on the seller side, basically a balanced market. That's the whole story of this report. It pretty much sums it up in one picture, and we're going to see why as we scroll. So let's look at the four numbers underneath. First of all, we have months of inventory sitting at 5.99. That's up 7.93% month over month, so inventory is growing. Sold to price list is 98.3%, up half a point month over month. Median days on market, 33. That's down 26%, so some inventory is starting to move a little quicker. And median sold price, $435,000, up 2.17% month over month. Right below that, here's the median estimated property value for the typical home in the county, $420,000 give or take. Notice that's up 1.4% over last month and 3.4% over the last 12 months. So values are still climbing, slowly, steadily, definitely not in a straight line, but there is some movement upwards. It's good to see these things with your own eyes, because if you look online, all you'll see is doom and gloom. And that's not really what's going on right now. Slow, steady grind upward is what we're seeing. Then we get on to page 4, median sold price. So then we get on to the next page, median sold price. $435,000. That's up 2.2% month over month. So the homes that are actually trading hands, this is the middle of the market. Here's the chart I really want you to see. This is sales versus active listings over the last year. And you can see that the gap was pretty wide. And then it came down during the winter months, and now it's expanding again. So inventory is increasing back up to the same levels it was at last year. Buyers are out there in steady numbers. Oh, and real quick, while we're looking at this, if you want the same kind of breakdown for your specific situation, I put together a free Rogue Valley relocation guide. The link's down in the description. It's the kind of thing that I wish that everyone had before they started looking to move here to the Rogue Valley. Okay, back to the report. Let's go to page 6. This page right here is my favorite. This is the value and price change table. Median estimated property value today, $420,000. Over the last 3 years, that's increased 7.4%. Median sold price, $435,000. That's up 12.99%. And last but not least, median list price, $527,000. That's up 7.77%. So people see that and they are like, why is the median list price so much higher than the median sold price? And the answer is pretty simple. To show up in the median sold price, the house actually has to sell. So that's where the bulk of the volume's at in the market. Expensive houses are getting listed all the time, and they do sell, but they sit on the market for a long time. Listings expire and they get relisted very commonly, unless they're priced really, really well. $1 million plus homes really do sit. This tells us that as a buyer, you really do have room to negotiate on those really expensive properties, and in this really desirable $400,000 to $500,000 price range, there's a fair amount of competition for those homes. They sell quick and prices are increasing. Not very quickly, but they are. Last page I want to go over is this activity page. So this is the last 50 properties that have been listed. And we'll see here that we have a low list price of $215,000, a median list price of $430,000, and a high list price of $2.6 million. So what does this really tell me? That we have inventory at all price points in Josephine County. There are things to buy at $215,000. There are things to buy at $2.6 million. And there are things for sale at every point in between. So if you have a specific need, a specific part of the county you want to be in, or a specific price point you're trying to hit, there's inventory out there. So that's the report top to bottom. There's more homes to choose from right now. There's a little bit more time for buyers to decide. Prices are holding steady with a little bit of an increase. And there's a lot of negotiating room if you're shopping up at the top end of the market. This is about as good of a setup as you're going to find if you're moving to Josephine County. So that's it. That's the report. Appreciate you hanging out with me for 5 minutes. If you'd like any more detail on anything you've seen in this report, or if you'd like to talk about something specific that applies to your situation, please feel free to reach out to me. 458-285-7593. Have a great day.